last time, all of you attended the King's Challenge, the beginning of which just signified what guilds were going to be participating in the King's Challenge, who you would be up against in your particular challenge, and yeah, just dictating the rest of the year for you and your party. After all of you chose to go after the Golden Wave Rider, out somewhere in the Sea of Fallen Stars, the mad dash after the King's Challenge occurred, all the guilds running to their various destinations to get transportation to where they need to go, or where they were going. You guys split up, went to separate different locations to do different things. Half of you found one particular vessel that would have been good to travel with Captain Danriel Shimmerglass and her ship, the Silver Riptide. And then the other half found another ship with Captain Craig, the Twitch Groin Carver, and his ship, the Totally Safe. After negotiations and a little bit of conversation amongst yourselves, all of you decided to go with, well, most of you, a majority of you, decided to go with the Totally Safe and their odd captain, Craig Groin Carver. As a bit of negotiations with him happened on the dock, Lord Drent kind of vouched for you guys financially, and with a favor owed to him by the captain, he set sail immediately, making all of you chase after the ship, jumping onto ropes and climbing aboard. As the ship began to crest over to the horizon, Captain Groin Carver just started doing some crazy arcane ritual. The ship began to glow, and you guys vanished. And when I say vanished, you literally vanished from the horizon line, as the ship has gone completely invisible. But you guys haven't. So you guys see all the crew, all the people just kind of standing on an invisible ship. And you see people down below deck also just kind of walking around and stuff. One dude is just in a bathtub, just like kind of a barrel that just has suds all around it. And he's just kind of scrubbing. He looks around like, what the heck? As the ship is currently moving at a good clip away from the harbor of Vizimar and Sephiria in general. Here we go. Another mighty adventure. Don't know why I turned the ship invisible. I think I was just very excited.
Well, it's very impressive.
Well, we'll keep this going for about an hour. Then we'll dip out of it. He kind of, you see him extend his arms a little bit, just feeling around the deck until he gets to the stairs, and he walks down the stairs awkwardly until he approaches all of you and says, "Welcome aboard the Totally Safe. How's everyone feeling?"
Nauseous.
Yeah, I've never been on the ocean before.
I feel like this isn't safe at all. I'll sit on the deck and I'll feel around for something to hold on to.
You feel plenty. The deck is still below you, and you're kind of just on the edge of the ship. There is a railing there at the moment, so you can hold on to that for now.
Yeah, I'll hook one arm onto the railing and just lean against it.
Oh, right. None of you, has any of you ridden on any kind of ship before?
No, never been on a ship.
Just an air one.
Oh, yes, very different. Airships are just the worst. Sea ships, that's where it's at.
Oh, I can't see the ship at all.
That's a fair point. You know what? I'll drop it. He snaps his finger, and the invisibility on the ship vanishes, and you're all standing aboard the mighty ship, totally safe once again.
Thanks.
You guys see a motley crew here above deck. Some people are just kind of swabbing the deck. Others are just kind of hoisting mainsails, moving ropes, tying things down, or just moving things around to better accommodate for actual sea travel rather than just being docked. You see Behind Captain Groincarver is a massive owlbear. He's wearing a full petticoat, standing on his hind legs, and walking around with a small book in one hand. He's a full-size owlbear, just an actual owlbear. But again, hind legs and just standing on the deck. He turns to the captain and says, I believe we have enough provisions for exactly 3 days, and then we'll have to talk. Very good. Oh, everyone here, this is Donnie. He points over at the giant owlbear. Donnie Lowbrow, he is my quartermaster. He'll be showing you about the ship and all of the amenities that it has. And Donnie kind of nods at all of you. Hello. Nice to meet all of you. I am the quartermaster of the Totally Safe. Yes, that's what we call it. The Totally Safe. Do any of you have any dietary restrictions?
I will not eat meat and only drink water.
All right. Do you eat fish?
Preferably not.
Understood. All right. He writes something down on the journal. All of you go and roll perception checks.
Am I with the group meal?
Yeah.
We're on the ship.
Okay, great.
Classic.
18.
Oh yeah, 5.
12.
5. Okay.
That's a 6 for me, so Raylan and I, same party.
Cool. So, you guys look about the deck of the ship. Raylan and Vasher, you guys just look at the top of the masts where, like, there's currently 2 people just running around up there, just looking about and barking down orders. And you guys are just fascinated with, like, how high up those are. Let's see. Leo, you notice that there are a couple of ballista at the back and the front of the ship. But you don't see very many other weaponry here on this deck. You do see 2 lifeboats on either side of the ship.
Gotcha.
Ark. You notice that you notice like 2 like cargo chutes at the on the deck itself. The ship was invisible for a bit of time, but once he like resummoned the ship into existence, you see that they were lowering stuff into the cargo deck with an 18. You notice that it said like Saphirian military on the crates before the last bit like descended and closed. You do see a couple of people walking about at the back of the ship, currently steering, because, you know, the captain has just moved about somewhere else. You see the man that I described before, just like a jaunty-looking human man, with half of his face just made of glass. And when I say made of glass, it looks like a jug was smashed and then just put on that half of his face. It looks like there was a wound at some point, and they just had to do something, so they just kind of smashed some, like a half-empty jug of something onto his face, and now it's just see-through. There's still an eye in there. It seems to be looking and stuff, but he currently has a compass and seems to be navigating the ship. You also see, currently holding herself from one of the sails up above. She's kind of fixing some of the rigging a little ways up. You see a woman, noticeably a drow, who is currently just fixing riggings and stuff, and moving about the sails. Well, Donnie will show you the rest of the ship. If you have any questions at all, you can come find me at any time. I have an open door policy. Just knock or I will shoot you in the face. Isn't that right, Glassface? Aye, sir, yes, you shoot right in the face, directly in the face, every time. You see, Groincarver just laughs and goes below deck.
Is there a way to make the world stop spinning?
There isn't, but I will give you a map.
Hey.
Oh.
Wow! This is a cute
map.
map. Hmm.
What's Vorash doing down there?
Hmm.
So Donnie walks over to you. He's huge. And he's at the stairs and says, "Well, if you would like to see any of the amenities, I'm more than affable to do so. You may want to put down your belongings. We can go below deck right now. You can choose one of the many hammocks."
Oh hell yeah, hammocks.
Yeah, that room would be good.
Very good. If you would follow me, and you see he like has to squeeze really hard, to get down below deck, but he does manage to do so.
Are there not beds?
You guys enter, go down the stairs. There's a massive set of cargo that's just down here. You see some other sailors are currently just putting things away and stowing them, putting giant nets over them to hold them down. The ship is slightly swaying. The water is a little bit choppy at the moment. And you guys also notice the incredible amount of ballistae down here. That's just kind of fashioned against the walls. Donnie leads you into a back room, where he says, "Here are all of the hammocks at your disposal. Pick anyone. The crew will accommodate themselves. You have paid for stay here on the ship, so we will not rob you."
Sweet.
Oh.
That's nice of you.
Specific.
It's just policy. It's just policy. If you've paid for passage, your belongings are yours. You are a member of the crew. Therefore, we cannot pillage from you. Now, if at any point you decide not to be a member of the crew anymore, then, fair game.
Pleasant.
Yeah, okay.
So go ahead and pick hammocks. Dinner will be served in about an hour. Every evening it's served about an hour after sunset. So just keep that in mind. The schedule is important. Once food is served, it will not be served again until next to mealtime. You'll hear the bell. The bell rings pretty loud. And he kind of gives you guys your privacy. He kind of like waves at the rest of the pirates to come along with him. The rest of the pirates just kind of like wave and look at all of you. They don't look great. They're all fairly seedy, gross type people. But they seem kind enough, you think, as they all kind of move about other places on the ship. You have a moment to yourselves.
Guys, I may have made a mistake. I forgot to check in with Lady Bryn before I left. Does anybody have the spell message and an available spell slot that I can use?
I think you mean sending.
I can send a message.
That was the one that I thought.
Yeah, I could do that.
Oh, thank God. Okay. And can you send her this message? And I'll dictate it once you're ready.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
Am I
Hey,
actually
Lady
repeating or
Bryn.
what's happening?
Nah, wait. No, shit, that's not her name. Hey, Lady Everett. We chartered the Totally Not Safe. I'm on my way to find the golden... What's it called?
Wave Rider.
Golden Wave Rider. We'll let you know if anything is astray. Vasher, and then signed, or Vasher from Leo.
Okay, I say that in my
Right.
message.
You sent with message spell, not sending?
I mean, sorry, sending.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
You cast sending, a few moments pass, and you hear the response, "We can talk, tablet."
She said you can talk later on the tablet?
Tablet?
Do you have a tablet?
I check my inventory.
No, you don't have a tablet.
What fucking tablet?
Tablet?
Um,
Do I have a tablet? I
Yeah, does
checked
that
my
sound
stuff.
familiar?
Everyone roll an intelligence check.
I mean, what did you
No, I
do,
know I
too?
don't have it.
I said
mean,
this out loud.
Yeah, you guys are all in the same room. You can confer with each other.
Yeah, I would relay this information. I got a 1.
My
I
memory's
really need
bad.
somebody to.
Holy
Guys,
crap.
please, someone's gonna get above a
Roll
fucking
it.
10 today.
Rolled a 9.
Oh!
There you go.
Oh, yeah, baby.
What is
Yeah,
that?
we
I
all
got
have
a
a
third-
tablet.
I got a 13. Not to
Oh,
worry.
you got it?
your
Okay,
stone
okay.
tablet?
Yeah,
Zala,
it's a rock.
you have the challenge tablet.
Oh.
You're muted, Zala.
I
She
just
chunks it out
grew
the
up
shit.
on it, but I have this tablet.
Oh.
You see a vomit-covered like challenge
Oh.
tablet. So just that like metal, like solid slate piece of metal that has the challenge and the guild name on it.
Oh. Well, alright. Well, I'll figure that out later. Okay, thanks, Leo. Alright, anyone else got thoughts? I'm sure.
Mm,
I want off this boat.
all right. Well, there's a window right there.
You see a tiny porthole. You can see outside. The fresh breeze is blowing in, but you do see it bobbing and weaving and bobbing and weaving. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me, Zala.
And I'll say, "Ha, Yeska roasted your ass, Zala."
Oh, that's a net +3. 15.
13. Okay, you kind of look away very quickly. Like the idea is to look at the horizon line, but this being below deck doesn't really help that because it's just moving up and down. So you kind of have to look away and just focus on a single point for a moment to right yourself. So you don't throw
But-
up again, so that's good.
I never really learned how to swim.
All right. Well, guess you'll have to wait till we stop somewhere.
Yeah, just
I
kick your
think-
legs. It's that easy.
Kick my legs. I'll just lay in the hammock.
You guys think that magic would fix Zala, or no?
Well, magic usually fixes everything.
That's a
I
great
think-
point. And I'll
Can you
slap
make it
Zala
magically not
on the head
sway?
and cast Lesser Restoration?
You casting Lesser Restoration? Okay.
Yeah.
You're slapping Zala in the head?
Well,
Yeah,
just like
slapping.
bop, like bonk, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, got
Yep.
it.
Kill her.
Yep.
Lethal
and-
damage.
Leo comes up and puts his hand on your head and casts Lesser Restoration. The nausea does go away, but it seems like a temporary measure. You'll probably be good for like a half hour, and then it'll
Ooh.
probably start back up again.
Oh,
But the
That's-
symptoms are gone.
I think if magic could fix Zala, she would have been fixed a long time ago.
That's true. Yes,
Well, there's nothing
Yeska's
wrong with
on
her.
fire. Get roasted again, Zala.
I'll get on the ground and I'll roll.
Yeska
No,
starts
you're okay,
rolling on the ground. Yeska,
Yeska, go Yeska, go Yeska.
Yeska, with your passive perception,
You start playing music.
the floor in here is disgusting. This is where all the pirates sleep. The floor is not great in here. You start rolling and you stick to the floor for a couple times.
Guys, I feel like we should have.
I don't think I'm on fire.
No, I mean like you're spitting hot fire, man.
No, Yeska, no one
I-
spits anything other than me, and
No,
I
he
only
spits
spit
light.
ice. Oh, that's
I-
true.
I don't understand.
Do you not know like you're roasting Zala? Do you not realize that? Do you not know what a roast is?
I hope not. I lost
It's
my
like-
mask a long time ago.
It's
but
like you
We can
kind of
spit
are
roast Zala.
like you're kind of insulting her in a
Excuse
fun
me.
way.
I think I'm
like-
just
like
being
this, you know.
honest.
Hey Zala, if you killed yourself, a lot of people would be happy, I'm sure.
I don't
Oh,
think that's
whoa,
roasting.
that's-
I'm pretty sure that was just
that's,
mean.
Yeah, well, we talked about that a couple of days ago. I think we're running away from them, those people, right?
Oh, see, exactly. Yeska gets it.
No, Ark, you just said a really mean thing. That's different than roasting.
I thought he said the truth.
Yeah, I said the truth.
No, it's only roasting if you say haha JK.
Unless.
You know, I really don't understand you guys today more than usual. Yeah,
That's surprising.
I guess I'll just sleep down here. I'll lay my head in the grime.
Oh gosh.
Ooh, ee.
Jessica kind of just full on rolls over to one of the corners, and it's just kind of laying there next to some weird looking moss. After a few more minutes, you guys kind of put your things down. There's these little like cubbies that you kind of put your bags in, and it closes so it doesn't like move about and rattle as the ship sways. You stow most of your things, whatever you feel comfortable stowing. And yeah, you guys are free to explore the ship, to talk to whoever you'd like to, just for about an hour until dinner is ready.
I'm going to bed.
Yes, he's just gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
a
gonna
long
hold
day.
on to my belongings and just stay where I'm at. I'm not trusting anyone here.
If
Okay.
Yeska's falling asleep on the floor, I want to pick him up and put him in a hammock. That way his face isn't in the muck.
All right, go ahead and roll a strength check for me.
Yeet! 17.
You managed to peel Yeska off of the floor and get him into a hammock.
Alright. Then I'll just sit and clean up my armor.
Okay.
Late or like what time
It's
for the day is
evening.
it? Evening.
It's
Oh,
evening,
dinner's about to happen. Okay.
Yeah, we have like an hour or so till dinner.
I'm gonna go explore, and then I'm gonna go try to find like the kitchen area.
Sure. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. And 7.
7. Okay. You head further down into the ship. And you get down here. This seems to be like a cargo hold. For a moment, you stop and you're like, "Oh, this isn't right." And then you hear like someone hammering like crazy down here.
Mhm.
You go to investigate and look around the corner, and you see Bob, the little halfling dude with the nails for fingers, currently just hammering planks like crazy. And you realize why. There is water that the ship is taking on at the moment. And he is currently plugging up all the holes, like at lightning pace. You see he sticks his finger with a nail on it, he pulls the nail out, and then he just like clamps it shut real quick.
Whoa.
And you see another nail grows in its place.
Oh.
He looks at you.
Hey, Bob.
Hi.
Everything okay over here?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We didn't hit a reef. We're fine.
Do you need some help?
Oh, you like carpentry?
Kind of.
Here you
And
go.
I'll
He throws one of the nails. There's a little bit of blood on it. In your direction, and a hammer. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, I just duck it and I just dodge it. I try to dodge it. So I'll roll a dex.
That's what the dexterity saving throw is
Okay,
for.
cool. Oh, cool. 19. No, 20.
Awesome. You move out of the way, and the hammer just full goes through one of the planks behind you, and some water starts taking on from there. It's like, no, you're supposed to cover those up, not make more of them.
No, I got it, and then I'll go and I'll try to use mending on the wood to see if I can help patch it up.
So here's the interesting thing about this ship.
Uh-oh.
The entire ship is super magical. Mending will not be sufficient to fix things on the ship. You have to physically do manual labor to like fix sections of the ship. So as you go to cast mending, you see nothing happens to the boards.
It's not working.
Well, dude, you have to use the wood and the nail I just gave you.
I think I'll leave it to
Here,
you.
I'll give you some more. And you see like a bunch of nails just start falling out of his fingers and just clanging on the ground. He hands you like 20 bloody nails.
Here, I'll just set them here. I'll set them to the side. You could use these later. I'm gonna go find the kitchen.
Okay. And he just goes back to like hammering like crazy. Go and roll an Arcana check for me.
Not good. 3.
With a 3, you've got no idea what this dude's deal is.
This guy is
Um,
weird.
as he's just going ham on some of these these planks. He's fixing all the holes, and you see as he like puts the plank down and he nails it in, it kind of merges with the rest of it and just fits perfectly with the aesthetic of the ship. Like the plank isn't covering over it; it's becoming the ship.
Oh well, I guess he is really good at this.
So you're gonna keep looking for the kitchen. Anyone else looking around?
I'm on top deck looking out at the sea.
Okay, go and roll investigation check.
No. Oh yeah, baby, keeping the streak rolling. Natural.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw
Oh,
for me.
shit. You know what? At least I got a +7. There we go. 21.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
You're above deck. You see people are moving about the deck. You look out onto the horizon. Behind the ship, you see Sephiria getting smaller and smaller. The giant crystals that are floating above the Alcazar are just swirling away and getting further and further into the distance. As you guys are moving, you see other ships also coasting nearby. A lot of them have like flags up indicating where they're from. Most of them are Saphirian. A couple other are Gold Consortium, etc., etc. But the majority is Saphiria. As you're looking about, you hear people like talking behind you, but you're not really paying attention. You're just kind of like looking out, and then finally hear a female voice say, "You gotta move!" And as you turn, you see a rope has completely unraveled, and it's just moving at you at top speed, and you just full like Matrix duck beneath it as it whips around, and one of the deckhands grabs the entire rope. It's like, "Hey, you all right, mate?"
Mm-hmm.
You see the drow woman hops down from the rigging and lands beside you, and she says, "You've got to pay attention when you're up here. You have to pay attention when you're up here. Things are constantly moving. I can't have you just staring out and not listening at least."
I'll limited telepathy nimble in her head.
What's wrong? Can you not talk?
Mm-mm.
Are you mute, or like is there a condition?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go see the doctor.
I'll limited telepathy doctor, and then I'll.
Oh, the doctor did.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor did this to you. Was it Runifer College?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Talk to our doctor. He'll fix you up. She kind of moves her hair out of the way a little bit. Her hair is like it's cut short and shaved on one side. She has a couple of swashbuckling like scimitars on either side of her, and a crazy looking purple medallion and an eye patch. The eye patch isn't like on her eye; it's just kind of on her head. Talk to Doc. He'll fix you right up.
I'm gonna shoot a questioning glare.
If you can communicate, it'd be better for everyone. And she continues to move away. She points to this direction over here. What else is everyone doing?
I'm in my hammock playing some tunes and just chilling.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
I'm just kind of listening and gonna feel ill soon.
Oh, you're just like reveling in knowing that you're okay right now? Cool.
Yes, exactly.
Alright. Let's say Tethrin's just kind of looking in this corridor over here for now. Yeska, you're asleep? Just fully asleep?
Yeah.
Good to know. You can go ahead and take a short rest if you'd like.
Let's go.
Um,
I don't think
Dash.
I need. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying, if you'd like to, you are taking the time to rest. So is Zala, I think.
Yeah.
And Ark, if you want to do a song of rest, you can, and give everyone else whatever they need.
Nah, this should be
Okay.
fun.
Thanks.
Dasher, what are you doing?
I figured, I'm polishing up my armor, but then I think, how do these guys make money? And then I think, do I want to know? Probably not at the moment, and I go back to polishing my armor.
Up above you, like a deck above you, like
Oh,
you
no.
hear the voice of Groin Carver. It's distant because like he's in like the captain's suite, which is just above where you guys are at. And you hear the muffled voice. It's like, so much gold.
It's probably. Maybe I should. No. Do I know if these are privateers versus pirates?
Roll an insight check.
It's like there's a legal difference. No, that was gonna tilt. Oh, it did. 23.
Well, the 23.
That's just.
You know that privateers generally have a contract with some kind of sovereign nation to
Yeah,
do
right.
various tasks. You've
Right.
never heard of the Totally Safe? And the last you checked, with the 23, you didn't see any. They weren't flying any particular flag. So you're not fully sure. You'd have to confirm with someone.
All right. If that's the case, instead of polishing armor, I want to pull out my law book and start reading to see if what I'm doing is against the law.
You start looking, and there's nothing in there about sea law.
What about bird law?
Bird law is a subsect, and you don't have that book.
Okay, great.
But nautical law, you've got nothing. You need to talk to a nautical lawyer.
All right. Then instead, can I read what was it? The Eyes Beyond the Gate?
Where did you receive this book?
I believe it was from the Runifer. I didn't make note of that, but I believe it's from the Runifer College when I wanted to know more about Nedrin.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, you can spend some time. You've got a solid hour to start reading.
Yeah.
The Eyes Beyond the Gate is a book. Let me pull it up real quick. Here we go. The Eyes Beyond the Gate is a book about what is known about those deities that were at some point behind the Amen Gate. And there are many chapters and subsects within it, and it's a very dense book. You can specifically just look at Nedrin, or you can try to read the entire book.
Nope, we're starting at page 1 or page I, depending on if there's a foreword or a preface.
Within an hour, you get an okay amount of time within that chapter. You probably finish the first chapter, and it's basically an introduction on the concepts of what the Amen Gate is, a magic arcane wall created by very, very many subsects of magic throughout Pangrath in order to deter the growing influence of whatever Hyler Guide is. It was made so long ago that people don't generally go through the Amen Gate anymore, because opening it would allow things to escape from there. And the last time it was open, it was breached, making horrible things happen within the region. So they just don't open. There's no excursions into the Amen Gate anymore. So this is all accounts and things that are known now from research and archaeology that was done a long time ago.
When you use the word breach, does that mean from the outside, or like from the inside out?
It isn't clear.
And then also, what was that word that you said? Hyler Guide?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
That's about as much as you get from that. Leo, you make it above deck, and you go to the mess hall. You enter in, and you see just a kitchen. And behind the kitchen, you see a full gelatinous cube. Just a gelatinous cube with a little chef's hat on top of it.
Oh.
It bubbles.
Hello.
It bubbles.
I take it you don't speak common.
It bubbles.
Oh boy. I look at what it's currently doing. Is it currently cooking?
You see inside of the gelatinous cube, there is a full skeleton of a person. It has like some armor, but the armor, like the iconography on it, has like deteriorated a while ago. There is a spatula in there, and occasionally you see it like pop out and get to the grill, and just mechanically move around and move some things on the grill.
Gosh.
And then like the spatula will just sink back into the cube. There's other utensils in there that are just kind of floating around.
Okay. Well, I just came to see if I could help in any way.
It bubbles, and then you see the arm, like the skeleton of the person stand upright, and it like points over to one of the tables where there's like a bunch of carrots that are uncut.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can help with that.
You see the skeleton kind of nods and then goes back to floating.
How strange. I'll go start chopping some carrots.
You start chopping away at the carrots. You spend a little bit of time down here helping out the gelatinous cube, kind of like chopping and stuff, and you realize that the bubbling that's coming from the gelatinous cube is actually like a song. It pops in different like octaves, and it sounds pretty jaunty. It's just kind of like a shanty.
This is nice.
Let's see. Let me go to. Raylan.
Oh yeah.
Across the hall from the mess hall, which you have not entered into, there is a small infirmary. Currently seated, looking through a book, is a bugbear. He's wearing a full three-piece suit, like a maroon suit. He has a monocle, and he's reading through a thick text. He looks up. Ah, yes, hello. You must be one of the new patrons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Do you not speak?
Oh.
That's totally fine. And then you see, like, he closes his mouth and just limited telepathies you. I can converse in many different ways if it is more amicable to you.
Yeah, throat fucked up.
Oh, I'm
For
sorry to hear that.
college.
Oh, magically messed up. All right. Please don't use that kind of language. Sit here, please. He waves over to one of the beds. In the image, it is like hammocks, but in this is the only room that actually has real beds. There are hammocks that are kind of like hooked up to the walls in case like the waters get choppy and you need to be able to stabilize someone. But they do have infirmary beds in here. And he kind of like lets you lay down. It's like, I'll whip up something real quick. Let me talk to Duk Duk. He should have the ingredients I need. He goes across the hall real quick. Leo, you see a full bugbear in a three-piece suit walk into the kitchen. And he looks over at the gelatinous cube and says, Duk Duk, I need worm Groot. And do you have any diamond slime? And you see the gelatinous cube just kind of bubbles a little bit.
Can I hear this from where I am?
You hear him talking. It's just kind of a muffled talking. And he says, "Oh, perfect. Thank you, Duk Duk." And you see the gelatinous cube like rolls over, not rolls, it just kind of squirms over to a shelf, just fully pushes itself against the shelf, and things just start emerging from the shelf. He pulls away, and then it just all deposits onto one of the tables. The doctor walks over, scoops it all up, goes to a table and starts grinding the ingredients together into some kind of paste. Adds a little bit of fresh water into it, grinds it a little bit further, and puts it over a hot stove to like boil until it simmers. Leo, you're watching all of this happen, and the doctor looks at you and is like, "Oh, hello, a Furbolg. Oh my.
Hi there.
Nice to meet you. I'm Dr. Martin.
I'm Leo.
Leo, it's very nice to meet you." He's he's boiling this tea, and it's very aromatic. Smells like some kind of like exotic fruit. That
What are you
it's-
making there?
Oh, I'm making a worm root tea. It should fix most throat ailments, especially if something was like ripped out of his throat as he described.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty brutal.
Yes, the Runeful College doesn't really have bedside matter, I suppose, is the best word.
No, there were a lot of them on the bedside, but no manners.
Oh yes, I should know. He points to himself, and he pours the tea into a little like glass, uh, like a mug, and it starts to simmer. And he goes back over to the gelatinous cube and says, "Duk Duk, do you have biscuits as well?" And Duk Duk like squishes against another shelf, and some biscuits float out. And he hands like a little stack of biscuits. He puts it on a little tray, and he's heads over. Nice to meet you, Leo. And he
Yeah, thank you
goes,
for helping my friend.
Yes, of course. If you need anything, any ailments, I also do some good therapy if you need that.
Oh, yeah, well, some people might need that.
Yep, just feel free to come talk to me whenever. He crosses the hall over to you, Raylan. He took a few minutes. He puts a cup of tea. It smells great. And there's a couple of biscuits sitting next to it.
I'm gonna to that to be. What the fuck is it? What? I'm sorry, my bad. What is this?
It's a worm. This is wormroot tea. It should fix whatever tore through your throat.
Mm-hmm.
It's magically infused. I'm not just. This isn't a herbal remedy. There is magic in this. If this makes you feel uncomfortable, there are more natural, non-magical ways to help, but it will take longer.
I'll pick it up and swish it around. Is there any?
It's a see-through glass. You swirl it around. There's a couple of chads down in the bottom, just from like being tea. But otherwise,
And I'll down it in one go.
it's very hot. And he says so. He's like, "Oh no, it's very hot. Just sit." Okay.
Nope.
You down it in a single go. It's super hot, and it hurts a ton. But after it stops hurting, you feel the weird swelling you had in your throat just beginning to dissipate almost instantly. To the point where you can talk. It still hurts a little bit, but you are able to talk.
Excuse me 1 second. I'll rush down to Basher. You're a fucking idiot, and I'll come back out. Go up.
Look at him and I go, I'm trying to read to not be. Asshole.
I'm already gone.
What
Alright.
the?
Oh, did it work? Are you able to speak or?
Oh yeah. Thank you. Worked very well.
Right. Just rest well tonight. I mean, tomorrow's gonna be a busy day for you. But try and rest well tonight. I know the accommodations are a bit, difficult. However, if you have a good night's rest tonight, you should be able to have your full vocal capabilities.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Right. I'll. Sounds fine to me. As long as I can tell people what I need to tell them.
Great. Good to hear. After this interaction happens, Leo, you finish doing several different things for the gelatinous cube, and you put it in front of him. The gelatinous cube just kind of absorbs it and pulls it to the stove and just starts putting it into a pot. And everything's simmering. The smell of tea is gone, and now it's like it's some kind of stew that's very aromatic and like a lot of spices and a lot of flavors to it. It smells great, whatever he's making in there.
Wow, I'm super impressed. What was the cook's name again that the guy said?
Duk Duk. Actually, as I am, I will reveal the nameplates as you guys discover their names. You guys already know the captain's name, so I'm just gonna. Not too long after this, Leo, you kind of go back downstairs just to see everyone. And you guys hear the bell, ding 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 ding, up above. And you see all the pirates just start moving out of the hold and going above deck. I'm not going to move them because that take too long. But they all start going above deck.
I think that means dinner.
Thanks, Vale.
Well, I can only assume so.
I'm just gonna follow Duk Duk.
Yep, you follow Duk Duk. He actually like puts the cauldron that he had, he kind of osmoses it over to you, and you carry it.
Oh, yeah.
The like residue of his goo cools down the handles enough so you can actually like hold on to it with your bare hands.
Ask that. Did everything he? I was gonna ask that. Did everything he like gave to the guy and like came out? Did it have residue on it?
It didn't. Looks like just specifically the handles had a little bit of residue on it, so that you could physically hold on to it. As the pirates start kind of lining up, a little table is pulled from the floorboard up. You put the cauldron down, and you see Duk Duk just puts a bunch of bowls down and with like some cutlery and stuff. And pirates start coming in line and serving themselves some of the stew. Do you guys come above?
Actually, can I be helping serve people?
Yeah, for sure. Duk Duk
that's
just
what I
kind
want to
of
do.
moves away a little bit. He has his own bowl. You see, like it's like flowing from the bowl into him and just disintegrating.
Huh. Yeah, I'll wobble my way up.
You guys, one by one, start coming up and out. Yeska, are you waking up?
No, I'll stay sleeping.
Okay. You guys one by one start coming out, like above deck after hearing the bell, and you guys see a gelatinous cube just kind of sitting up here with a little chef's hat on its head, on the top part, I guess.
Please say this is not the cook.
You see Leo standing next to him serving the bowls.
Hey guys, I'm waving at them with the spoon.
You cooked this, right?
I helped.
This thing?
Yeah, Duk Duk.
You see the gelatinous cube like turn slightly, and it bubbles.
Gods.
You see the gelatinous cube like moves, and it goes back through the door, and then it comes back, and you see one specific bowl just kind of look onto the table, specifically for you, Zala, because you have dietary restriction.
Thank you. Revolting yet kind.
You see it instead of bubbling, it fizzles a little bit at saying revolting. You see the captain himself walks on deck, says, what do we have for dinner, Duk Duk? It bubbles and like, oh really? I love your stew. And he takes some and just starts pouring like a big old bowl for himself. A couple of the pirates just come around the captain. They start talking, specifically Donnie and Glassface. Do you guys eat?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it for poison.
With a
With
spell,
my-
or are you just
Nope,
checking
with
it?
just my eyes.
Investigation check, please.
It looks great.
It
Well,
looks like-
it's a 6. It looks great. I'm just gonna chug it.
With a 6, all of this is poison.
Oh no. Alright. I'm gonna throw it off to the side.
You do it sneakily, or do you like just go and chuck it?
I'll trip and it'll just kind of
Oh, and the entire bowl, everything falls overboard?
Yeah.
Okay. You see Duk Duk just jumps overboard.
I'm so sorry. I don't have my sea legs.
Man overboard!
The
It's
captain
not a man.
says, Duk Duk, you can just make another bowl. You don't. Duk Duk hates wasting food. He says.
What?
After a few moments, you see Duk Duk just kind of osmoses back onto the deck, holding the bowl
How the-
like inside of it, and then it just kind of puts it back on the table.
All right, I'm
Huh.
just gonna sit down.
You sit down. Duk Duk makes you take the bowl at least, as it
Thank you.
continues to serve everyone else.
Oh.
Everyone has a lovely supper. The food is actually very good. Duk Duk is an incredible chef. As you guys finish up your bowls of this fine stew, it seems to be some kind of pork stew that he made. Duk Duk takes all of the plates and bowls into himself, and it disintegrates all the residue. Now it's just clean bowls, and just goes back to the kitchens. As the rest of the pirates just start cleaning the deck, the captain turns his attention to all of you and says, "All right. I hope you've had a good look around the ship, because starting tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock, we're all gonna work."
Wait, didn't we pay you?
Yes.
So why are we working?
No one gets free passage aboard my ship.
Alright, wait, I want you to think about your statement right there for me, friend.
Yeah, I was paid in a favor. Favors aren't gold.
I thought he paid you gold too.
No, that's on the return trip, I believe.
Uh,
I kind of just jumped into the ocean at that point, so I didn't really hash it out with him. In any
I don't
case,
think that's what
all of
Paul
you,
said.
all of you will be working starting tomorrow.
This is
As far as I'm concerned, you stepped aboard my ship, my sovereign land, of which I am king. Unless you have a problem with that, Duk Duk could always use a meal.
I'd like to raise my hand and go,
You don't have to do that here. You're
Oh.
a grown-ass adult. You can just speak your mind.
Well, yeah, so what will we be doing for work? Also,
17.
how do you normally make your Raylan? That didn't need to be said, but okay, asshole. What do you normally do for money?
Well, we generally steal it.
Okay.
I believe in honesty.
No, I appreciate your candor, sir.
I'm just looking at Vasher with the shit he
Generally, we go to other ships, jump onto those ships, take their things, and bring it back, and now it's ours. That's the law of the sea. If you can take it, it's yours.
Follow-up question. Did you ever rob? And I'm like kind of like holding my hands in such a way that my knight's crest isn't like showing. And I was like, you ever rob Siberia?
Asher, we are all well aware that you're a Severian knight.
Okay.
Not a single one of us. You don't have to put your hands all coy around your medallions and epaulets and all this. I know that you're a man of the law, but he like walks over to you at this point and gets real close again. And he says, "There's only one law now. If you can take it, it's yours."
Does he have anything on him, like a spyglass or something at his hip?
You gonna try and take something from him? He has an eye patch.
I don't want his eye patch. That feels too personal. But like something like that would be easy to just kind of snatch.
Roll an investigation check.
I take Vasher's mace.
Oh,
Oh god.
That's a 18 investigation.
I take Arch's
With an
thong.
18, you see that he has a beautiful sword on his side. He has not drawn it yet, but the sword looks freaking awesome.
And I look at him kind of coyly and I go, anything?
If you can take it, it's yours.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and take your sword, but I thought about it. I'm going to be honest, because that would have been like a really big dick way, assert my strength. But yeah, all right, cool. Just so long-
Donnie, the code. Donnie, the owlbear, walks right next to you, Vasher, and says, "I think I've made myself perfectly clear. When you're a member of this crew, you do not take from the crew."
Oh, we don't
Yeah,
fuck
you
around
don't-
with each other.
you don't
okay,
steal
all
with
right,
your
gotcha.
crew.
That was
Well,
one
like
of the
I wasn't gonna
first things-
keep it.
I mean, this is strike one.
Walk
Okay.
the plank.
And he opens the book. Ark, do you say walk the plank right now?
Yes.
Um, The captain pulls out a pistol and aims it directly at your head, and says, "Careful what you're saying, boy."
I apologize for these two. They're idiots.
Oh yeah,
We don't-
I apologize for myself.
Hold your tongues.
I don't apologize for
don't-
anyone.
He full on shoots Zal in the foot.
No, that's fine.
Zala, you take
I dive in front of it. Just kidding.
8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh.
And he says, "I know you're all new to this, but you are on my vessel now. You will follow my instructions and jurisdictions. I am, for all intents and purposes," he looks at you, Vasher, "the king." He looks at you, Zala, "the emperor." He looks over at you, Leo, "the druid master." I'm not entirely sure what you are.
No, that's good. Yeah.
That's good enough.
And it says, "I am sovereign here. If I speak, you're not. Do I make myself clear?"
Yes, sir.
I-
And I give him a salute.
Oh god.
It seems like you do have a small ego. We will be sure to tread lightly.
Oh my God,
Have a
Zala, why are you so
again.
fucking stupid?
Zala, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and make a wisdom
David.
saving throw, please.
Oh, buddy.
Shoot you with his
A
mind.
nat
To
one.
be fair,
With a nat 1, your entire body freezes up.
Ay.
You cannot move. You cannot speak. You're fully restrained.
Great.
You see that the eye patch is full on glowing on his head, and he turns to you, Zala, and says, "This one doesn't seem to understand what manners are." He walks over to Zala. Over to you, Zala. "I don't know what kind of... He looks at you deeply. He takes the eye patch and he pulls it up. The eye underneath it is just full blue. There isn't a single section of it that has a pupil. It's just a blue glowing eye. And he looks directly at you and says, "Ah, I guess there's two of you in there." He puts the eye patch back on. Says, "Salutations there, Old Fear. Long time. Zala, in the back of your head, you feel, I don't like this guy. That's just the message you get.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can't speak, so I'm just chilling.
Take her below deck. Let's see how long I can concentrate on this. And you see a couple of pirates just pick up Zala and take her below deck back to the bed.
I just go, all right, yeah, again, my apologies, sir. Clearly that was out of line. I thought there was some banter going, but yeah, you're in charge here. I got you. Just so long as y'all knew, that's good with me. Where I'm good. I'll follow your orders."
Doc. The doctor looks up. "Yes, Captain. Could you mend that foot that I shot at?" "Yes, right away." And the doctor follows after the ones carrying Zala. "I'll take good care of all of you. All the way to the ends of the tour. And back. Just don't fuck with me."
I mean, none of us mean to. Some of us are just a little bit not used to obeying orders. Give Basher a glance.
And as far as I'm concerned, by the time we return to Sephiria, all of you will know exactly how to follow orders, or you won't return. Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
Aye, Captain.
I can't hear you!
Aye,
Alright, I'm going to bed.
and I bust out to a shanty.
Oh, God.
Actually,
really-
if you decide to bust out into some kind of shanty, go ahead and roll a charisma, just a charisma check, a performance check rather.
Performance, 20. Or no, 20.
20.
Dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, the overall morale on the board, on the ship, goes up by 6 points. And I'll explain that mechanic a little bit later. As the captain goes back to his bunk, right before he returns, he goes away. He says, "Bright and early, 5 a.m. You're all going to work." He goes into his rooms. You see, the rest of the pirates are nonplussed. None of them seem to. This all seems normal as they go back to their duties, their various things that they were doing. And Donnie walks up to the rest of you and says, "Well, hopefully, there will be no more incidents. But
No.
the captain was not pleased with the Zala woman. He's going to be concentrating on that hold person spell for a while. I'll try and talk him down. But
no, that's probably fine. She can stay down there and think about what she's done. I fucked up too, but Zala. Well, I'm pretty bad at taking orders. Ironically enough, for being a knight, that was actually a pretty astute observation. That's what's got me choked out in the first place.
Yeah,
just so you know, the crew is generally very nice, and we all take care of each other. The captain really does care about everyone. He just has order, and it's just don't piss him off again. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, no, I didn't plan on doing it the first time. I thought I was being cheeky. I missed that intro part because I was having a conversation with it's complicated. Anyways, yeah, I gotcha.
All right. Well, off to bed. The sun is set, and your shift is until the morning. So, good night and pleasant dreams. If you have any problems with seasickness during the night, go ahead and just talk to the doc. He has some things that'll fix you right up. And the owlbear just goes off into his quarters.
Not much. I never got my throat fixed.
The rest of you have a couple of hours before you can just take a long rest for the day ahead. What would you like to do? I'm actually going to roll a couple rolls for Zala real quick.
So is it just us 4 up here then? Together?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Zala's gone. And
Yeah, it's us 4.
Yeska did not come up, right?
Oh,
Catherine's in bed.
And Tethrin's in, yeah.
Yep. I was gonna say Tethrin's not here, but yeah, I thought Yeska was. Yeah, you're right. It was just us 4. Well,
That was interesting.
That was an experience, guys.
That was awesome.
Not one, no, not
You know?
awesome.
Yeah,
That
I'm
was not
kind
awesome.
of.
I think everyone's wanted to do that to Zala, and I've only known her for 2 weeks.
That part was
Well,
fun, but
That part was funny. Yeah,
She got
my
shot in the foot.
that should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, usually it's not Zala's fault, but yeah, that was,
That one was.
I mean,
yeah,
no, you started
that
this entire thing.
he's kind of scary. You don't really want to mess with that, you know?
Get the ball rolling.
Well, I thought when we were having fun on the dock and I tried to teleport us and grand slam us.
But yeah, he was laughing at that.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
don't,
that wasn't on his boat,
you
you
don't
know.
fuck with
Yeah,
somebody who
I
laughs at things,
didn't
man.
realize that. Well, yeah, that's why I thought I was like, oh, anything, haha, and then I was like, I won't do that because that'd be really
Yeah, no,
disrespectful.
that means he's crazy.
Oh, that
That's
would have been scary.
Yeah, and that's why I said it. I was like, but aha, right? No, yeah, I didn't put 2 and 2 together that this is now my commanding officer.
Yeah, you
So
don't tell the crazy
Well,
man.
his crew seems pretty nice, and I don't think, a really mean person would have a nice crew. So maybe he's, really nice, just strict.
Oh. Or maybe Leo, it's did you ever read that story, Treasure Planet?
I think there was something like
pushing
that.
Asher over.
What?
Over a
Since
barrel.
you guys are above deck, I'm gonna put you above deck. Just make sure your tokens are where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Get ready for combat.
Because as as you guys are just kind of talking up here, the crew is listening to you, and you see the drow woman comes back over and says, so, do any of you know what you want to be doing tomorrow? Because the schedule's pretty tight.
Yeah, what are the available options?
Yeah.
I'm not strong. I can play music, and
Oh, he's
that's
really
all.
good at
That's all
that.
I got.
But he's really good at it.
You're a bard?
Yes.
All right. Well,
I'm
in-
kind of strong and can also play music.
Let them get to him
Wait.
first.
I've never heard you
Yeah, I
play
was just-
music.
Yeah,
Well,
I play
I'm-
drums.
Take your
I'm-
crap out.
I'm mostly the bosun. She says. So
I
I
don't
just
know what that is.
I generally take care of the ship. I inspect it for making sure everything's running properly aboard the ship and things aren't going awry. There are other positions throughout the ship that are all necessary. But I think Donnie will talk to you more about it. It's more his department. He takes care of the crew. He's the quartermaster. So, as in tiers of priorities on the ship, it's quartermaster, well, captain, obviously, quartermaster, bosun, myself, the navigator, and she points over to Glassface, who is still somewhere. I don't know where I put him. Yeah, he's navigating the ship. The Cooper, he's down below. We call him Ghost Hand. The Carpenter, I think you might have met him, Bob.
Oh, yeah, he's an interesting guy.
Yes, he does an important service, though. Then the doc, obviously, someone needs to be able to take care of people's ailments. Master Gunner, she's down below as well, and Cook.
I was helping Duck Duck earlier.
Oh, great. So those are the available jobs, because we can't do the jobs 24/7.
Oh.
And we left in quite a hurry and weren't able to find a reload crew. So we're going to need spare hands to assist with those things come the morning.
Chosen terrible people for all these jobs, so we got you.
Well, the captain does. The captain doesn't require sleep, so I'm sure he'll assist you in whatever ways he can.
I lean in towards her and I go, "He like a robot?
What?
What? Never mind."
Are you
Yeah,
prone
but-
to asking stupid questions, or?
Yeah, actually, that's kind of my whole shtick.
No.
Anyway,
he's a human man.
I don't know. This might be, from another place. I look. I'm pretty young in the world. Literally everyone here's older than me significantly, except for Yeska,
Okay.
who's downstairs.
I
Yeska should
don't-
probably work with your doctor. He's
I-
a healer.
I don't know any of your names. So, come tomorrow morning, the quartermaster will come find you, and I'm sure he'll sort these things out.
I thought there was a first mate. What happened to that job?
First mate. Oh, you're thinking about naval ships. This is more of just a general sailing ship. There's jobs, and
So
there's
the job's open.
You can ask the captain that if you like.
No,
Sweet.
no.
Oh, so
no,
that's
no.
not a
Go-
dumb question?
Go ahead and ask the
No,
captain
no,
that.
no,
And
she
see what he
said
says to it.
Or
Well,
he
it's part
better
of it.
not.
It's a ship job.
No. He's gonna get shot too.
Bard, what do you think a first mate does?
It instructs the other jobs you just listed.
Sure. And what do you think a quartermaster does?
It helps. I don't know.
Yes. I'm guessing
I
there's
guess
a lot.
there
lot.
is kind of an overlap there. I've never been on a boat really.
Right. And I have, but you obviously know more than I do on these things. So if you want to ask the captain, you're more than welcome to. I'm sure the job is available to some capacity. He'll be more than happy to assist you in that. But in any case, I do need to get back to running the ship, just making sure that everything's working. Have a pleasant night, and I hope everything goes well tomorrow.
Thank you. What was your name again?
Oh, Alice.
Oh, open Wonderland.
Elise.
Name is Alice.
And you said she is a drow.
Yep, she's a drow.
Okay. She is the bosun.
So I'm gonna make a couple more rolls
Uh-huh.
for you.
No, don't for Amy. I just want to be like this for a month.
No, the first 2 rolls I made were a 1 and a 2. So I'm rolling again. That was a 12. That's not high enough. 18. Okay. Looks like Donnie finally convinced the captain to release the hold person. So 4 hours later, you can move again.
4 hours later.
4 hours.
All right. I'll just walk up to my hammock.
Are you guys all going to bed? Anything else you guys want to do before the next day?
Nah, I'll stay up for a little bit.
Huh?
And
Guess get some good sleep, guys. We got important stuff to do tomorrow.
Where is Sir on the ship?
oh yeah,
Sir?
there's no sir.
You saw him. You saw
Breakfast.
You saw the cargo hold latch open. He was lowered below, and you have not seen him since.
I want to go check in on him.
Yeah, maybe make sure Duk Duk doesn't find him, because, you know, he's the
God.
cook.
Well, if he kills him, he'll just disappear with our door inside.
Oh.
That's far worse.
That's-
1 second. 1 second.
That wasn't the stew we ate tonight, was it?
Man, this
You can't eat.
Jamie.
You can't eat him.
I know.
No, that was pork, I think. You know, it was kind of hard to tell when he's cooking stuff inside of him, but
Oh, wait,
yeah.
what?
What? What? Leo, say that again?
Okay.
Did you say inside, Leo?
Oh, I'm a what?
yeah. He like would grab the stuff, and it would, by grabbing, you mean, you know, absorb.
Leo,
That's how he got stuff.
I had 2 bowls, Leo.
But it was good, wasn't it? I mean, he was pretty
Two bowls of
masterful.
What, bro?
So you go below deck, and you go even further down to the hold, Vasher.
Yep.
And you go over to the very far back section where there's a bunch of barrels stacked up. And you see, let me check this real quick. Yeah, you see an elven man, who is currently like working on building a couple of barrels down here. And you see Sir Loin talking to him. I really think that you're just not making them round enough. I've been making barrels my entire life. Okay? I've been making barrels my entire life. I think I know how to make a barrel. All right? Okay? You are the guest. Let me do my work. It's like, yes, I understand that, but it just could be rounder. You know what I mean? Like the curvature isn't. And you see the dude who his entire left arm is missing, and in its place is just a ghost hand, just a full ghost arm, is coming out of it. But he seems to be able to pick things up with it, regardless.
Sir, what are you just hanging at?
Master,
hi,
there you are.
Yeah.
Are you in charge of him?
Am I in charge of Sir Loin? Yes. Yes.
Could you tell him to stop? Leave me alone.
Hey, yeah. Yeah. What's your name, sir?
Oh, oh.
It's Loin.
My name's Dwayne, but everyone just calls me Ghost Hand. I mean, I know that my hand is a ghost, but like, it's not all I am, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I can. Hey, Sir Loin, don't. Actually, logistically, are you gonna be okay existing on this boat, Sir Loin, or are you gonna like?
I don't know what a boat is.
We're on a boat. This is a boat. It's a water vessel. It transports us over the water.
Oh, okay. What's water?
Oh God.
I existed a few hours ago. Minutes ago? Time is odd.
It's been about Almost a day now since you've come into
Wait, so
existence.
you've only existed for how? Why are you telling me how to make a barrel?
Well, technically, he's kind of like an otherworldly being.
And the
So
barrel could be rounder.
I don't know.
Oh my
Look at it.
god.
Could the
Oh,
barrel be
God.
rounder?
Roll an investigation check.
It's a cube.
A
This is
13.
Minecraft.
Physically, yeah, it could be rounder.
I guess it could be more of a sphere shape than a oval. Sir, this man is doing his job, which mind not bothering him. And like, if I dismiss you, will you? Next time I like summon you, will you be back? And will you be you, or will you be a new version of you with no memory?
I have no idea.
Would you like to do a science experiment?
Of course. Should I put this door down somewhere?
Yeah, I was gonna ask for the door back and take it open.
And a full door just comes out of the mouth. Oh god! As the door like lands on Ghost Hand.
Well, I want to make sure it doesn't land on him.
Like no, it doesn't land on him. It just kind of leans on him. There's a bunch of longhorn spittle all over it. He uses his Ghost Hand to like hold it away from him, and just pushes it up against the wall.
Yeah, I'll help him and I'll grab him and I'll be like, I am so sorry about this. I'm sure this is not a normal experience for you. And I'll set it to the side and I'll go, all right, sir, you are dismissed.
Goodbye, sir. And you see it just turns into motes of light and vanishes.
I really hope that it's the same one next time I summon him. Hopefully he doesn't realize time. Anyways, Dwayne, I'm going to get out of your way. I'm Basher. It's very nice to meet you. And I'm going to take this door.
Okay. All right. Well, nice to meet you. You can probably make some barrels in peace now. And he continues working on the barrel that he's working on.
And I'll take this door up to Tethrin. I'll like shake Tethrin. I'll be like, "Here's your door."
Oh, thanks. I was wondering where it was.
Yeah, I had to make sure because I felt the need to dismiss their loin, but I wasn't. I was like, "Ooh, we gotta get this door back first."
Yeah.
So
I'll mess with it later.
All right, great.
Back to sleep. All right.
And I go to bed.
All right. Anything else anyone's doing? If not, we will continue on to the next day.
Since I only need 4 hours of actual sleep, okay, all the people that sleep on the boat, they don't sleep with us, do they?
If you ask.
After you finish meditating for 4 hours, you open your eyes and there are different people on like the rest of the crew. Some of them are in a couple of cots that you guys didn't take, but they're generally staying away from you guys. They're just keeping to themselves.
Okay, I'm just gonna chill.
Okay. As you look around the room, having only rested for 4 hours, you see, standing directly next to you, is the captain.
This is a violation of privacy of some sort.
When I said rise and shine early, I didn't mean so much earlier.
Why are you here?
I wanted to apologize. I may have been a bit brash, and it is your first time out at sea. You did not understand the rules, and I may have overstepped.
Thank you for apologizing.
You seem like a proud woman.
No.
Well,
I like to think just confident.
there is a fine line, isn't there? I knew a confident woman once. Her I would follow. You probably run away from. Stood up, walks a few steps. You notice that he doesn't make any noise as he moves about.
Do I feel like something's been taken from me?
Roll insight or investigation, whichever is higher.
Sure. A natural one.
You're too boggled by the idea that he's just weirdly here. Like you've got no idea.
Check your head.
All right.
If you can, rest for a few more hours. If not, you're more than welcome to work.
What if I just want to patrol with you?
With me now.
You said you
There's
once
an
met a
idea.
confident. You once said you'd met a confident woman you'd follow. Maybe I could learn to be that confident woman.
Oh, Zola, in a million years, I don't think so.
Well, I might have a million years soon.
Well, if you wish to follow, I'm not going to stop you. I do have work to do.
Right, and you can't possibly be Captain 24/7, so I will help take over for that.
He stops at the door and he says, "You're right. I can't be Captain 24/7. And I don't intend to be." And he turns to you and he says, "But you will never hold my mantle." He goes to the door and goes back to his study.
Oh, I'm following him.
Okay.
It's not stealthy. He knows it.
Sure.
I'm like a shadow at a school for a job. I'm just
What?
shadowing him.
Oh.
all right. You enter his study. It is the dead of night.
Oh,
Didn't know we were going to do this, so this is fine.
Stab him.
Fade the black, babe.
Bang.
There's some.
He just shoots you again. Oh, wait a minute.
You enter his study, and he does not bar you from entering. He goes back to his desk. You see, go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Oh no, please. Not a natural one.
Wow.
A 19.
With a 19, there is an insane amount of arcane things in this room. There's an astrolabe that is currently swirling about, showing the cosmology of not only Morank'Tur, but the planets surrounding it. There are scrolls and spell scrolls just kind of lazily drifting about. Most of them looks like he drafted. There are 4 spell books, all bound with chains attached to different sections of this ship. And one massive tome emanating insane amounts of magic just coming from the one on a pedestal in the far back next to his desk. And you see another magical tome that he's currently writing in.
Are these other worlds? Pointing to the solar system-esque thing.
Other planets, not necessarily other worlds.
Do you just sail between planets?
Why would I do that when I have such a beautiful one here to plunder?
Fair point.